This is Blood Refresh Supply. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So this is another one of those night dive titles. This follows Caleb, an undead gunslinger, on a quest for revenge against his former demonic master, Tchernobog. There we go. Despite his once powerful position as a fearsome Cabal commander, one of the chosen, Caleb and his fellow are betrayed. Oh no! Caleb rises from the grave to put a stop to this and his murderous lieutenants and all the problems.
I've taken your love.
No! Not my love. So this includes the original Blood along with the Plasma Pack and Cryptic Passage add-ons. So that's exciting. Grab your pitchfork and get ready to stab your way through 42 blood-soaked levels. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, the magic of Night Dive. I always enjoy whenever they bring out a version of the game. Strangely, it's hard for me to get access to these, but you know, I usually try to make it work when I can, just because they always do such a good job, and I love playing these older games and talking about them and showing them off and yeah, giving you an idea of things. So it's a game you can play alone or with others. The game is designed, turn that down slightly, the game is designed around the idea of playing with up to 8 players if you would so like to do so, which is kind of exciting. Yeah, 8 players online, which is kind of neat. Ooh, that's a lot of enemies. And yeah, you just kind of go around destroying stuff and then picking things up. I mean, the pitchfork is kind of your fun gun, if I'm going to be honest. Would you call it a fun gun? I mean, it's not really a gun. It's like kind of your primary weapon, but yeah, anyways, yeah, it's kind of like another one of those old school throwback shooter type games that they absolutely excel on. And they make great offerings from. I should almost have like a Night Dive playlist of all the cool retro games they've brought back. Seriously, they've done some... am I able to kick a... Oh, that is fun. Oh, that is... those things are not fun. But the head being kicked around, that's pure entertainment is what that is. In loving memory. Oh, I'm glad I could pick up the flares for my gun. That's great. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of a neat little game. There is also apparently some nudity in this one, which is kind of interesting. I don't know what part that is, but yeah, there's some stuff. It's stuck? Well, how am I supposed to get in there? Is there an easy way to get rid of these rats? These rats are so problematic to my life. I don't like it one bit. But yeah, you get all the different chapters, you get all the different stuff, and you get to kind of go around blasting and annihilating things. Could you, rats, kind of leave me alone? I don't want to get mauled by rats, you know what I'm saying? This guy's just taking flares and just like, you know what I'm talking about? Well, I had that coming. Yeah.
I live again.
Yeah, I definitely deserve that. That is totally fair. So, from a tactical standpoint, this game is a 4K resolution, and it will give us 120 FPS, or well, up to, I guess you would say. And there are 4 billion options. That's the fun of Night Dive. There are 4 billion options. So you get all this stuff. You know, you can like adjust things, aiming, full 3D aim look on or off. There's your multiplayer setups like crossplay, microphone stuff, network connection things, your input setups. You know, you got your controllers settings and tuning, binding stuff. Yeah, quite in depth there. There's your audio options, 4 billion audio options. Display setup stuff. So we have the cinematic movies, your FOV, your pixel rendering, or sorry, your rendering voxels, Your align messages to the old aspect ratio, HUD options, view bobbing, you can see your statistics. There's cutscene subtitles, language options, in-game captions, and graphic setups. So you have depth of field on or off, and then you can choose your anti-aliasing. Oh yeah, they got everything for you basically. That's what they usually do. And you can kick around heads, so that's fun. I mean, you can't do that in a lot of games, which is kind of interesting. Picked up the skull key.
Stuck.
In this economy.
Open
Okay,
for
let's keep
business.
going. Open for business indeed. Wow, I actually died so fast there. That is embarrassing. Okay, we're gonna try to progress through the level a little bit. But you know what we could do? We'll just let's do like a different level. Well, maybe that's where we'll just do farewell to arms, slightly broiled.
I'm gonna paint the town red.
Because you get the guys running away. Anyway, it's kind of funny. And some more fun weapons to use. Should I bother killing these guys? They're kind of just fleeing. Remember, they're all demons. They just look like they're, you know, random citizens roaming around. Don't worry about it. So, yeah, just kind of a cool throwback game. I mean, I always love when they do one of these releases, because you never know what you're gonna get. Like, some of these games I'm like really familiar with, and then some of them I'm just like, what is this? And it's always fun.
Key.
Is what it is. It's always like a fun little surprise what you end up with, and you're never sure what exactly is gonna pop up next in their chain of games that they're gonna send your way. Yeah, there's always some kind of weird surprise. Could you? There we go. Thank you very much. A box of shotgun shells.
I need a key.
I know. Okay, here we go. These guys seem a little bit more focused on defending themselves. I need a key. I need a weapon. Bum, 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 bum. A Tommy gun in this economy? Just kidding, those Tommy guns were relatively well available. Okay. So I need a better weapon. Magnificent. Okay. Sorry, not a better weapon. I need a key. The game's definitely got like a vibe to it though, eh? But yeah, they're always fun little shooter games too.
Stuck.
I'm really hoping at some point, because I think they've mentioned it as well. Oh, that wasn't very good. I think they've mentioned it as well that someday they'd like to work on like more current, like, well, I wouldn't say more current, but like 360 era type stuff. Would be really, really cool to see this sort of like love and detail provided to that era. Because that's just like more on my sort of a thing. But no, these games are like tons of fun. They have so many cool games, and I've covered so many of their unique releases over the years.
I need a key.
Which of you has a key in it? You have a key? You have a key. You're the key guy. You're the key master. And they always lovingly restore these games. Make them run like, super well and smooth and look super cool. And there's always some kind of sort of distinct thing that these games have to them as well, which I find quite interesting. So they'll be like, you know, every one of them's got like a bit of a gimmick almost, if that makes sense. Well, I mean, that's what would sell the shooters, right? Having a gimmick that would make people interested. Hi there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I love the hunting music too. Such a cool little thing. That jumping is killing me. Literally, because I think I lose health when I don't make it properly. Yeah, could you get out of the way, sir? Thank you. There we go. Don't you love the demon dogs? I died after all that climbing? You've got to literally be kidding me. We'll show off another level area. Dead Reckoning, let's do it. Hello there. I love that you have a pitchfork. You know, they all do their own little things, but this game's also got some really neat, like, you saw the fire on the screen, it's got all these, like, really interesting little, like, particle effect type integrations into the game, like what happens on overlays and stuff, and it's very interesting. History, too, for the night dive stuff. You get to learn a lot about history, or gaming history, because I would imagine this was a pretty daunting task to actually make this game available, and it's probably, like, a pretty niche thing. Are you gonna die? Are you, like, seriously? I know I could have picked up the shotgun or something, but, like, I just wanted a pitchfork and he just wasn't doing it. Because this is, like, Warner Brothers and then Atari, because Atari owns Night Dive now. And that's why they've been kind of having what I seemingly think is, like, a bit of a budget increase, because they've been doing a lot more stuff. Which is good for preservation of gaming stuff. But it's like Monolith was a part of this. It's really interesting that guy like lies down there actually. That is genuinely fascinating. Yeah, Monolith, Warner Brothers, Atari, Night Dive, and then who knows what other, and maybe licensing things are part of that. But it's so cool that they were able to actually make that work. Not this time, buddy. Not this time. Oh, the test subject's over there, eh? This is straight up Castle Wolfenstein stuff. That's what I'm waiting for. Turn to Castle Wolfenstein. I mean, I already have that on PC, but it would just be cool to see it all touched up. A brain in a jar? This game's got like a vibe, eh? What a weird thing. I do always love when I get to check these out, though. Seriously. So if you're looking for recommendations of similar, like, old school games like this, I've got a collection.
Locked.
Of course it is. What good was that key I collected? Beast Vision. Getting beastly with it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I've got various levels of TNT and stuff. I said, burn, baby, burn. Just go with... It's like almost evil. Butchery loves company. Man, this is quite a game. Grab some of those shots. Yeah, I got the shotgun. Alright, let's go get this guy quickly. His lying down thing is really quite cool because you do not commonly see AI do that at all in this era. Oh, I guess it was like an acid, an acid water thing. Even death may die. I don't think we did that one. Coming in on a boat. I'm going to need a bigger boat. I see. Okay, alright, let's do it. See? Such a cool vibe. What a weird universe. I feel like it's a harder sell to make games like at the scale equivalency today, because this would have been like a pretty big title. Nowadays you would get like, you know, like an indie company or like literally one person would be able to throw together like a throwback shooter like this, but at the time it was like there's all kinds of stuff like this everywhere. So many cool shooters. I could play these types of shooters like all day. I really could. There's something about them that just hits for me. This game's got like a real difficulty edge to it. I could see why you would play this with others. Yeah, I could definitely see why you would want to do that. Can I get up onto the... Nope, okay. I can't get on the ice. I'm assuming these are icebergs. Thank you. You get a little bit of creativity in how you traverse through the levels too. I was almost like I need to grab that TNT or something. Yeah, I basically killed myself there. This game is wild. Welcome to your life.
Good, bad, I'm the guy with a gun.
I love the simplicity, but yet the complexity of these environments, where it's like, you can really tell what place you're in.
I need a key.
But yet at the same time, it's such like a simple throwback sort of styling, eh? I guess it's not a throwback because it came out at that time, but I guess to us now it's a throwback.
Everybody loves somebody someday.
I love all the random guys running around too. I find that very entertaining.
Good, bad, I'm the guy with a gun.
You guys got these like random lines he's kind of mumbling around. Pair of hands. Swallow this. Kill a choking ant. Alright, right on, I did it.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Not me, baby.
Yeah, guys, just yelling around. There's too many of
I
them.
need a key.
They are, yeah, this game's definitely got an edge of difficulty to it. I always wondered where they come up with, like, the choices for some of the games they choose. Like, some of the games, it's like, oh yeah, this is like a no-brainer, this is a great choice. And then some of them I'm just like, this is really out of left field. And this is one of those games where I'm just like, was it just like somebody on the team was just like really into this? You guys ever heard of this game? And everyone else in the office is like, what?
Not me, baby.
You leave it to night dive. Every now and then they come up with a game title that I'm just kind of like, wow, that's even quite obscure for myself.
I need a key.
I need a weapon. Seriously, the Pitchfork's great, but it's not gonna end lives. Well, this game's difficult. I guess you could do easier difficulties, but you know. Not a casual cryptic passage. Blood. Cryptic passage, yeah. Let's do it. Wait, I think we already did that, didn't we? Yeah. There we go. That's what I did wrong. You have to, like, load it in. Gotcha. So this would have been, like, the extra content type thing I was talking about earlier. That's another thing I really love about the night dive stuff, is they'll have, like, these
I need a key.
sort of projects that, like, build upon the games themselves, or they'll add their own sort of stuff to them, and they always do a wonderful job with it, like, driven by pure passion of these games. I think that's always quite marvelous. Basically, it just makes it available for a new audience that might potentially be into it.
Key.
Oh, these rat things. Anyways, yeah, this is kind of a cool game. It's nice checking out Blood. Definitely a little bit different, distinct, and kind of a little fun, but a little bit difficulty edge for sure, yeah.